Big Thunder Mountain is a thrill ride that you will not want to miss if you're visiting Disneyland. Like most of the attractions in Disneyland, this thrill ride has a story behind it. The story is that this is a railway that had to forcibly close down because of circumstances with the earthquake at Rainbow Ridge. When the town of Big Thunder had to be closed, it was pretty much abandoned. However, the train continues without any conductor. This ghostly train rides around Big Thunder Mountain. Big Thunder has a rise chain like most modern roller coasters. In the distance, it becomes more and more visible, the first waterfall that you encounter inside the mine, and it's a really cool one. Big Thunder train cars were actually used in the filming of Indiana Jones. The part of the roller coaster now begins, and it's remarkably smooth. Apparently this was designed by a computer, and it was just really well done. If you look at there, you'll see some of the animatronics from the previous iteration of this ride, which was the railroad through the Nature's Wonders back in the early 1960s. Big Thunder Town was once a thriving community, and you see structures here and all of the things that the people seem to have left suddenly. You see right here in this scene some of the supplies that the miners used to open up the mine to the tracts of gold inside. Signs are everywhere, so I put this one up so that you could read it, and as many signs as possible I stopped so that you can read it. Next up is Billy the Goat, and the saying is that if you stare at Billy the Goat, when you reach this point, there's a lot more G-forces that you feel. Did you see that animatronic on the top of the peak there? It was a vulture sitting right on top of the mountain. You may have missed it because it goes by very quickly. As we enter the mine, you see remnants of the previous ride, Mine Train Through Nature's Wonders, and the track that they used. Many of the signs shown here are hard to read, so I slowed the video down so that you can glance at them. Now the ghost train takes us into one of the gold mines, and you can see the fuses burning and eventually the explosion inside of the mine. Pretty cool effect. Now we go past some of the structures of the previous ride, the Rainbow Ridge town. It's pretty cool. As we enter the exit and entrance of the ride, it's interesting to note that this version of Big Thunder Mountain, of the three in Disney World and in Paris, is the only one that is an outdoor loading and unloading area. The others are covered. So now we take the ride again, but this time with a different camera position, and we see it from a different perspective. Big Thunder Mountain, surprisingly, was almost never built. It was because of the Pirates of the Caribbean and Space Mountain, Disney had to put a hold on the construction of Big Thunder. Coming up is the great goat trick, where you have to actually stare at the goat in order to feel a stronger effect. Maybe it's the way that Billy stares at you as you crazily go around him with his dynamite in his mouth. On this ride, I, by happenstance, caught a really cool phenomenon, which is the sunbow. And it's something that you don't see normally, and just because of the position of my camera, I was able to catch it on this ride. From this camera angle, we get to see the fuses burn and the explosion. As I mentioned earlier in this video, Big Thunder Mountain was almost canned because of the cost of constructing Pirates of the Caribbean first, and then the Space Mountain. But after Space Mountain was constructed, Disney took it up again, fortunately, and the results are just a great ride. Thanks for watching, and aloha!